Hey Wildcats, today we're going to be working with fractions. So what we need to know about a fraction is fractions are a part of a whole number. So the two terms that we're going to be using a lot is numerator, meaning the top part of the fraction, and denominator, meaning the bottom part of a fraction. Another way you can think about it would be like A over B. So sometimes we're going to have a whole number, and we also want to make a whole number into a fraction. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to put it over the number 1. These notes are notes that I would put at the very top. We're on the left side of our notebook. Go ahead and pause your video right now to write these notes down. Now that you have those notes written down, what we're going to do is we're going to go about halfway in the notebook. You can fold the page if you want. You can count about 18 boxes in, but I'm going to draw a line all the way down the paper. I'm doing this because we're going to use this half for a different operation. Focusing on the left side, we're going to talk about adding fractions. If you will, make sure if I write it in my notebook, you need to write it in your notebook. Again, we're going to be adding fractions. So when adding fractions, there's some notes we want to take. Denominators must be the same. Remember, that's the bottom number. The first step, we have to have a common denominator. What is the lowest common multiple that we can have so that both of those numbers are the same? 2, then we're going to add the numerator. And 3, keep the denominator the same throughout this whole process. Now that we've done all these steps, the last and final step is to simplify. An example of simplifying is having 2/4, and we know that they're both divisible by 2, and now we have 1/2. Our first example that we're going to do together is looking at having 7 over 12 plus 11 over 12. As we do this problem together, I want you to think about each step. Well, step 1, do they have common denominators? Yes. Step 2, it says add the numerator. So I'm just going to add 7 plus 11, and that gives me 18. 18 over 12. Now, this is an improper fraction, and that's how we're normally going to enter in our answer into Canvas. What I do want to talk about is 18 over 12. Although it's improper, I want to make sure you understand that we can change it to a mixed number. How many times can 12 go into 18? That's 1. We have 6 left over. That's put into the numerator. And then our denominator stays the same, which is 12. Looking at that answer, 18 over 12, changing it to 1 and 6 over 12, I realize, hey, I have to do step 4 and simplify. Doing this, I say, what do 6 and 12 have in common? Well, they're actually both divisible by 6, which means my final answer is 1 and 1/2. Always make sure that you circle your final answer so that it's easy to find, and either one of these are correct. Make sure that you pause this video anytime you need to copy down these notes. Once you've got this written down, we're going to get started with this next problem. Try it out.